Come on, man. I just washed it. Oh, it's filthy. Oh, dude, all that scrubbing, I freeze my hands all up. Just freaking gross. Same trailer I've had since I came back to work. I've had the same trailer. And it is just, well, it's clean now. But I'm wearing, oh, Jesus. God almighty. Almost busted my ass. It's a nice, crispy 57 degrees. I almost want to wear t-shirts or a tank top and some shorts out here, as cold as it's been lately. Very soft snow back here, but out there it's gross. I figured I'd at least get this beautiful sight right here. I don't know what the hell that is. I guess somebody just they don't know, obviously they don't change out the trash out here either, but let's talk about what's been going on the last couple days. What up? It's been pretty hectic last couple days. I am in the back of this dirty ass trailer. I should have did the I'm not gonna do that. But I'm walking in this, leaving some tracks for the hunters to come find me. Just, it's very soft, and this shit sucks. Why? Because I always track it into my damn truck. No matter how much I try, I can't get it off my it's just wet all up in the front of my truck. But I got some of those floor mats you put down, but it just stays wet, so you know, you gotta watch your socks. I'm doing laundry. I've literally been sitting for so long, like since I got up into this northeastern section of the country here. I have been, okay, so let's see. I went to my last, let me go ahead and just find a position. There we go, that should work right there. I get a nice load. It's got a nice holiday surcharge on it. I'm already pre-planned before I get there. It's due at 10 o'clock at night 2 days ago. I get there. I pull up 15 minutes before my due date, even though I left at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 hours away. So it took me roughly 6 hours to get, I don't know, maybe 2 hours up the road and 120 miles. 75 was completely shut down. So I was stuck in traffic on the highway for about 3 to 4 hours waiting to be able to fucking just continue on. My exit was 0.7 miles away, and I was stopped in dead stop traffic for 3 hours, 0.7 miles away from my exit. So I get there right before 10 o'clock, okay? So luckily, my detention is still good. I pull up, I get over there, I talk to the security guard. I park in the middle of the freaking street, and there's so much snow packed up everywhere, you don't even know where the road's at. So I'm just following where I see trucks, because I don't know where to go. And there have been a couple times where I'm surprised they haven't called me about a stability issue, because my truck's tipped a couple times. Luckily, I only had about 20,000 pounds. Well, I get up to the security gate. It's about, let's say, -6 degree wind chill outside. I'm bundled up all to hell. I got thermals on top of thermals, double socks. I got my gloves on. I got my furry hat. I got my big jacket and shirts and layers up underneath that, and I'm still freezing my ass off trying to walk up there. It's about half a mile, basically, because there's so many trucks waiting. Receiving doesn't open until 10 o'clock at night. People have been there since about 6 to 8 o'clock at night, waiting to get a door. So I walk all the way up there, and they're like, oh, well, everybody's fixing to leave. I was like, what the hell do you mean everybody's fixing to leave? I didn't say it like that, but, you know. She's like, yeah, only 5 people showed up because of the inclement weather. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I just drove this big-ass truck in that same weather with stuff in the back of it. Now, granted, I weigh a lot, so a lot of the ice is being chopped up. There's a lot of contingency, whatever. So I didn't think about that for too long, but we get up there, and she's like, yeah, everybody's fixing to leave. The yard dog's fixing to leave. He's about to line up a couple of trailers to get loaded up for the daytime people to come pick up and take, but he's going home after he lines those trailers up. All the warehouse workers just got sent home, and we're fixing to go home. I was like, oh my God. I was like, all right, well, as long as you don't force us to move, I'm going to sleep right here on the road. It's not on a major highway or anything. She's like, yeah, whatever. So I am able to get a 10 on the road. I wake up. I want to get up to a truck stop because I got to take care of some business, because obviously there's no facilities out there. So I need to take care of some business, and I wouldn't mind getting a shower, because I have to wait now until 2200 the following day. So a full 24 hours. There's a little truck stop. It's a little mom and pop place. They call it, it's the 96 truck stop out here in Kentucky. I forgot, I think it's in Wallaceville or Winchester, Kentucky. It's called the Mud Flap Killer because the potholes are so big. So you get in there, and of course it's all covered in snow, so you can't see any of that. I pull in, I found the spot right by the door. Absolutely awesome. So I get up and I park, and I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I've already slept. You know, I slept on the side of the road. I got to wait now until 2200, which is 10 o'clock at night, to go take the load back. I'm going to check in at about 8 like I did the night before. I can't sleep. I've already slept. Well, needless to say, 22 hours or how many hours pass, and I bring my ass back up to there, and I check in at 7:45. He remembers me, so usually he doesn't let people check in until 8, but he remembers me from the night before because I sat and shot the shit with him for a little bit, because I was rested. I wasn't doing nothing else, and I wasn't in no hurry to walk back in that blistering ass cold. It was so cold outside that when the wind hits your cheek, it feels like knives are scraping against your skin. It was that freaking cold. So we get checked in, I go back to my truck, and I sleep for about 2 hours, because I'm sitting up and I'm thinking, oh, 10 o'clock comes around. I wasn't tired. You know, I was going to be able to get into a door pretty quick. No. There was so many trucks lined up that the road was basically blocked off. At 12:30, I get my door. I pull in, I dock, I bring my paperwork in. I sit there again for about 4.5 hours before she calls me again. So 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, she calls and says, you're done. Come get your paperwork. I'm like, oh my God. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, this is about prime time to find some parking spots, no matter where you're going, you know, because anytime after 3 o'clock, people start waking up and starting their day. That's what I've noticed anyways. And I'm not so far in the Northeast that I'm going to be limited on parking, because I'm only in Kentucky. So now granted, these last couple days have been like -6, -10 degree wind chill. I think last night even it was about 9 degrees outside. The temperature was rating 9 degrees, but the wind chill was about -10. So the ground is completely covered in snow and sand, and obviously my truck is filthy again, and I just washed it 2 days ago. Well, I drive 17 miles to this pilot I'm at right now. I've been here all day. Well, I say all day, since about 6 this morning, 6 or 6:30. I go back to sleep. I sleep until about 11:30 in the morning. I go grab a shower. I need to get a washout for this place. I'm going to Hershey. Is that booger? Yeah, it's so cold that the snot, it's so delicious. Oh man, I'm saving it for later. It's gross. So I shower. I'm actually doing laundry right now. I have to go get a washout. There's a nice little truck wash. It's not even really a washout. It's a parking lot where a lady comes out and actually washes your truck, your truck for you. Doesn't take long. $45. Probably got an account with them. Now I'm conscious about that. I'm about to stick a freaking tissue up there so that I don't have another dribble. And then I come right back to this pilot so I can do some laundry, because my load's not due to pick up. What time is it? It is 3:20. The load is due to pick up at 8 o'clock. So I've got a solid 4.5 hours. So, yeah. And then this is just going straight up the road. Basically the same exact load I had before, minus the holiday surcharge, because now it is now the 8th. Which sucks, because I just missed out on another $300. Now the detention that's showing on that last trip should have 24 hours plus the amount of time that I'm waiting for my newly rescheduled appointment, right? That's what I thought, because they canceled on me, so I'm literally still sitting here on this load. That's loss of revenue. In my book, I lost some revenue because I made it there on time, but they decided to go home. So that's not my fault. I got it there on time. I wasn't stopped because of inclement weather. Everybody else was. So I should still get detention for that. But I see I'm only making like $200-300 on detention for being there a couple hours. So I know that some of these major corporations have detention, and that detention pays an upwards of like $600 a day for you sitting there. I doubt that it's going to be that high at this place, but I expected a little more than $250 to $300 for detention after sitting a day, basically a day and a half on this load. And now I'm sitting here waiting again to go pick up this Hershey load, which I'm not getting any detention for, but it's going to get me the hell out of Kentucky. And it's sending me to Georgia. So Georgia usually has some good loads, and it's warmer out there. So right now it's a crispy like 55 to 60 degrees outside. There's still snow on the ground, so it's really pretty. It's blue skies, light stratus clouds up in the air. See that? Very pretty. And some of these trucks sound like if these trucks are out here on the road, I don't even feel bad for my truck. My truck's been doing great. And so this is only, I think the total trip's only about 400 total miles. I think it's about 400 miles to Monroe, Georgia from here. So it should be pretty smooth sailing. And granted, I slept enough to not have to sleep later. I mean, my sleep schedule's all jacked up, but I thought I should be all right. So yeah, it's been rough. Winter's no joke, man. It's the first time I've ever had to like deal with something like this, but it wasn't because I was lacking. It was because somebody else was. I still made it here on time, and I'm proud of that. But anyways, that's what's been going on. And while all that was happening, I've been suffering a very, very, very horrible toothache. And of course, because of the inclement weather, I could not find an emergency dentist anywhere around here. Well, how does it not hurt anymore? Oh, I don't know, honestly. I've been doubling. I feel like my liver is going to fail on me mid-drive tomorrow because of how much Tylenol and Aleve I've been taking. Oragel, BC powder directly on the affected area and all that, and just stopped. I got the best night's sleep I ever got last night, and I've been okay all day today. Now, knock on freaking wood, because every time I say that, it starts fucking hurting again. But we're back in business, and hopefully I'll get me a decent load. I need to go back. I need to pick up my IFTA stickers for the truck. I need to get my truck worked on. And I'd like to find a dentist out there in Missouri to see if I can have me a backup dentist there out there in Missouri, so when I do go to Missouri, I can stop by and get some dental work done. But the work that I need done with my mouth is going to take some time. I'm going to take at least a month off with recovery and all that shit, and I can't do that right now. I got plans, so I need to just get what I can done, and just work on it as I go, especially since I still don't have any insurance. And yeah, I need to start looking into that too, so I'll probably be looking into insurance very soon. Anyways, remember, just ladies, love you, hate it, ready, take care, and I'll see y'all another time.